We've been asked over by some neighbours to join them for drinks and nibbles, so I decided that I would do some chocolate strawberries, quick, easy. They look great and they always go down a treat, so I'm going to show you how to do them because they're so quick and easy. I have some milk buttons, just Pam's buttons from the supermarket, and I've bought 3 packets of strawberries and I've gone through and picked out the bigger ones and just have them set aside. I've got a bowl here. You tip about, that's about half the packet in there at the moment. In there. And I'm going to microwave these for 40 seconds at a time. You have to be patient with melting chocolate in the microwave. If you try to do it too quickly, you will burn them and it'll just be a disaster. So I'm going to do them for 40 seconds on high, and you can see exactly what they look like. It takes a few times to get them melted. So I'm just going to do the first one now. I've just taken these out of the microwave. You can see they're just melting slightly, and under the bottom they've melted a bit. So give them a stir so that the buttons get a good mix around, so that when you put them back in for the next 40 minutes, it's not all just doing the bottom. So I'm going to put those in again for another 40 seconds on high. Doesn't matter what size your microwave is. It just means that if you have a smaller wattage of microwave, you might have to do them for an extra 40 seconds, but it's purely, it's a sight by, you can tell when it's ready by sight. So I'm going to put these in for another 40 seconds. Now I was standing by the microwave and I could hear it just starting to just sizzle. So 30 seconds I took them out. I knew that that was going to be enough. And as you can see, it is. It's melted completely, nice and soft and runny. You do need it runny. So that was plenty enough. If you have it in the microwave and you just think, oh, it sounds like it's bubbling or just a little sizzle, not too much. As soon as you hear that, stop the microwave. If you're unsure, do them for 30 seconds at a time instead of 40. Okay, so I also have a piece of tin foil here, which I'm going to lay my strawberries on once I've dipped them. It's very simple. Pick them up, get a hold of the stalk so that you've got it out of the way, and you basically just dip it. But because you're holding the stalk, you can get the chocolate fair way up to the top. Let it drip, give it a little shake, and pop it onto the tin foil, just like that, and then do the rest. So I'll do a couple and then I'll finish off and show you what they're like when they're all done. You can muck around with these if you want to be really artistic, or you want to be you want to show off a little. When these are completely finished, you could use white chocolate and re-dip them halfway into the white chocolate, so they've got a bit of milk and then they've got white on the outside. You could use dark chocolate as well. As I've said, I'm using milk, but you can use whatever chocolate you like and muck around a bit if you want. I think the most important thing is getting reasonable sized strawberries and making sure that they do have the stalks on them. Otherwise you've got nothing to grip. They don't take very long at all to set. It's very quick. As you can see, I haven't got the stem properly. I'm going to run out of chocolate, of course, doing this, but I've still got plenty in my packet. Should be enough. One packet should be plenty to do all the strawberries. I have to do a decent amount of strawberries. Like I say, I bought 3 packets because they were on special, and I've probably picked out 2 packets worth of decent sized strawberries. I'm going to melt some more chocolate. So I'll turn the video off and I'll also come back to you and show you what they're like when they're completely done. They look lovely on a white plate when they're all done. as you can see, I've finished chocolate dipping them. I had to do 2 more lots of chocolate, but that was fine, and I only had to do them at 30 seconds. It's quite a humid day today, so melted really quickly. Now, I have a couple of tips for you. Before you do these, when you buy your strawberries, if you feel that they need to be washed, then wash them the day before or at least a few hours before you chocolate dip them, because your strawberries need to be completely dry. Otherwise, you're going to have a disaster with the chocolate coming off. And the second tip is these are ready now, and you just pull them off and lay them on the plate. They're quite firm. They come off the tin foil very easy. And you can just display them however you want. And the other tip is don't put them in don't make the mistake of putting them in the fridge once they've been chocolate dipped, because the juice in the strawberry will come out and it'll make them very soggy. Just set them aside, obviously not in a warm place, but you know, the chocolate's firm, the strawberries aren't going to go off. I'm not going to use these for at least probably another 2 hours, and they will be perfectly fine. Another thing is, when I finished melting my chocolate, you can see I didn't even use my whole packet. Still have a little bit left, so that shows you how far it goes. And what was left over in the bowl after I finished chocolate dipping, I've tipped onto a small piece of tin foil and spread it out reasonably thin. And when that goes hard, I will break it into small pieces, and you can use it to decorate desserts or cakes or whatever. So it's just a few little extra tips. And that's it. My chocolate dipped strawberries all ready to go.